Hey, it's Bryant-Lee Phillips, the Dreamaker, at Bryant-LeePhillips.com, the place where genius and dreams come alive. Hey, welcome back to some phenomenal things that I want to share with you today. I'm excited about this particular thing because all week long I've been dealing with business owners and sharing with this type of framework, this type of knowledge that can take them and multiply the business by 10. And I'm a real proponent of seeing things multiply, increase in value, and also change the level of your lifestyle. Those three I's I always talk about all the time. I'm going to throw another I in and change one I. It's really about influence, impact, and about income. Because when it really comes down to your influence and impact have to create income for your life. So today, I want to share with you a principle that I believe will extend your business life and also your personal life. Because everything I teach you is powerful, practical, and very personal. So whatever, if it works for me, believe me, it will work for you. This is like a crowning piece for any organization, ministry, business, startup company to get this framework in your life. Share with you this brief story about a young man who came to me some time ago that wanted to start a business. His name was Rick. Rick wanted to start a business, but he had a great idea. But the only problem was he had people who were around him that were excited about his idea. They just didn't know what to do with it. And so they floundered around for almost 24 months, business plan, a couple investors, and it finally just fell apart because he thought the idea was so great, he didn't take time to get these other principles embedded with the idea. Just like having a good team. You know, Kobe can't win without Paul Gasol and with Andrew Bynum and without Lamar Odom. You know, one piece of the puzzle is not enough to win. You need a whole team approach. So I want to share with you today the 4 pillars of success. You got to master all 4 to be successful in life and business. And as I promised you, phenomenal framework. Okay? Now, I call it the ISTZ, or for the lack of a better word, iced tea, the iced tea factor. I-S-T-E. I-S-T-E. And I know it don't spell iced tea, but whatever. You know, I'm the Dreamaker. I make stuff up. All right? So iced tea. All right? First thing you have to have, if you're really going to be successful, you got to have an idea. All right, that's the foundation of every great business, every great organization is the idea. That's like the quintessential point of this is why we're going to do it. This is like, boom, the Einstein moment. Boom, I got an idea. Boom, I got an idea for business. Boom, let's sell shoes. Boom, let's sell t-shirts that are stoned out. Boom, let's do eyeglasses. Hey, let's sell jewelry. Holler out to Tracy Lynn. Let's sell jewelry. Hey, let's start a daycare. That's for Phil and Kia. Now, let's start a internet business, website, and branding company, Kingdom Exposure. So you got to have this phenomenal idea, vision. You wake up one night, man, here it is. I could sell, you know, shoes in South Philadelphia, Italian shoes to people. Or a young lady that's in Manioc that sells, goes to Italy and gets handmade Italian shoes for women. Or a company in Manioc called Sonora who does phenomenal custom suitwear. So listen, you got to have a phenomenal idea. Phenomenal idea for business, phenomenal vision for organization, but the idea is not enough. Say it with me, the idea is not enough. Now let me get rid of this myth really quickly as I shift over here, because people spend a lot of time working on the idea, and I call it the idea virus. I have it, and people that are in our studio here have it too. I'm sure Keisha can say she has the idea virus. Michael can say he has the idea virus. And of course, one of my spiritual sons, Pastor Troy Davis, idea virus. Bishop Charles Millett, idea virus. Bishop Vaughn McLaughlin, Jacksonville, idea virus. We're always coming up with great ideas because that's just what we think. We're dream makers. We're constantly thinking of how to improve something, how to make it better, and how to get an idea out there that we believe really is what way ahead of our times. That's the very thing that irritates us. We're pretty much always 10 years, sometimes 15 years ahead of our time. So when we share these ideas, it's almost insane. Like, where did you get the idea? That's such a great idea, and folk don't know what to do with it. So once you understand, you got to synergize. What's the best use of your time? That's the idea you stick with. What's the largest What's the one I can get the best profitability up in a short amount of time? That's the idea to go with. What idea can I work with right now that I don't need a whole lot of manpower for? That's the idea you go with. And lastly, what idea do I go with right now that won't cost me a whole lot of money to get started with? That's the idea you go with. So even though the idea may be great, you're going to need these other three to make that thing happen. And I call these the 4 pillars of success. So the moment we got the idea, every great business organization starts with a great idea. You got a great idea? Good. Hold on. Wait till you see the next pillar. The next pillar is strategy. How are we going to do it? The A to the B, the C to the Z. The A to the B, the beginning to the end. What's the strategy? What's the plan? What's the business plan? How do we flesh this out? How do we put this in perspective? What's needed? What kind of plans can be put into place that everybody can run with? So strategy is very essential. This is the how-to. This is the what-ifs. This is where we're going to put it at, and what do we need. And this is all, the strategy is key because this is the plan of action. This is how we believe this idea can get put into action. That's not good enough. You got an idea, now we have a strategy. But third, you got to have a team. Not just any team. You got to have a team, check this out, that understands the strategy and will not change the original idea. Here's what usually happens with entrepreneurs. They share their idea. They already got a business plan. They meet with a team that they think they got money, got a lawyer, a doctor. They got a lawyer. They got a person that does business plan, grant writing. They get someone that does tax accounting. They get their business card. They get their website. And then they got these people in the team. And the team starts saying, you know what? That idea, if we just tweak the idea, and when you'll find out if the team is not sold on the idea, they will change the idea and the strategy. And then the team becomes adverse to you because now you're not seeing it right. And they're saying this is the best way to do it. You got to have a team that's sold out on the original idea before we change the strategy. So let's see if this works first. This works first before we let the team change it. So you pretty much, as an entrepreneur, as a dream maker, you got to come to the table very certain about what you want and selling that idea and strategy to the team that you chose. Never let the team change the original idea or strategy unless it's your idea. You got that? You are open to changes, but not until this doesn't work. Not until this doesn't work. These people could be the most important or the most dangerous people in your life. And it doesn't have anything to do with intelligence. Do they have the intelligence for this idea? Are they excited about this idea? Can they find money for this idea? Here's what happens. Let me tell you one thing that happens with business owners. They get around this team because they respect them and they've already got successful businesses, or they're successful at some area in their life. That's why they're a pillar. They're strong. What happens is a great idea can die in the hands of the wrong team. Sometimes they have ideas that they want to get done, and so they use your platform, you're going to get me to say, right, to change your idea for their benefit. And before long, you realize it's the team's idea, and it's no longer your idea. So you got to gather a team that understands you, your vision, your personal lifestyle, and they want to see your strategy come to pass. And lastly is execution. Idea has to have a great strategy. A strategy has to have a phenomenal team. And all these three have to have execution. And this is excellence in execution. That's why it's a pillar. You can have a great idea, great strategy, great team, and never get here. Years you're trying to get this thing off the ground, and you have poor execution. People start out, we know what the play is, but it gets botched. We know what the play is, we know what the plan was, but now the supply won't give us the price we want. We got these T-shirts. We're going to go to this group of companies and pitch it. But now they changed their whole strategy of how they deal with vendors. So execution is key. How to get it done. How fast do we get it done? How quick do we get it to the marketplace? And can we get it there so we are profitable the first time around? Execution is key. It makes the whole dream process work. Again, you need all four. Some of you sitting there right now saying, got a great idea, had a great strategy, that team didn't work. Go back and rebuild the team. Or had a great team, strategy's whack. All right? Make sure the idea is golden. Because if the idea is golden, strategy will work, and you will attract the team that will execute it at a phenomenal level. When all four of these pillars are in place, boom, 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 boom. You will feel them in your business acumen that things are coming into place. It's phenomenal when an idea comes together. When all four pillars are in place, you move from being effective and efficient. Effective doing what is necessary, what is best, and doing what's efficient, what is most cost effective. So what I don't want you to do is have great ideas, spend a whole lot of money, and do not get the profitability out of it. You get these four pillars in place, you will find yourself become effective and efficient in life and business. Hey, I'm Bryant-Lee Phillips, the Dreamaker. You meet me at a Zone Live experience, and I'll flesh this whole thing out. If I can get you around this paradigm, I can change your income, change your influence, and change your impact. I'm Bryant-Lee Phillips, the Dreamaker. I'm here to make your dreams come true.